Okay. Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Okay. So before we get started with our lesson, everybody just get up out of your seat. We're gonna go ahead and stretch so that we can get our thinking caps on. So everybody stand up, real tall, real tall. Reach for the stars, reach for the stars. Bring it back down. Let's reach all the way down to our toes. Stretch. And let's shake it out. All right, let's go ahead and sit back down. So I hope that everybody has their bell ringer journals. Everybody got their bell ringer journals? Excuse me. Give me a big thumbs up. All right. So let's go ahead and get those out of our cubby holes, out of our cubby seats. Excuse me. And so this is our bell ringer for today. This is our bell ringer. Camille, can you please read what our bell ringer is for today? Can you see it?
If you could go anywhere in the world, where would you go?
So everybody, let's just think about that. We're not going to blurt it out, but where would we go? Where would we go? Greg, do you have a place in mind that you would want to go?
I've always wanted to go to New Orleans.
Okay, New Orleans. That's really, really good. I've never been to New Orleans either. So, Greg, why would you want to go to New Orleans? Why would you want to go?
I see the way they dressed, and they had them clothes on, and they be dressed up like they in something. I said, if I ever want to get big enough to go, because I've never been out of the city.
Okay. Wow, okay. So it's the way they dress. That's why you would want to go. Okay, so if you went to New Orleans, what would you expect to see? What would you expect to see?
And I was expecting to see the parades and the people that dance. I want to see the dancers out there.
Okay. Has anybody ever been to Mardi Gras, one of the parades in New Orleans? Nobody's ever been? Okay. So that's what Greg said that is what he would expect to see. Okay. So who do you think you would see? Do you think you would see some celebrities, or who do you think you would see in New Orleans? Because that's where Greg wants to go.
Drew Brees. I want to see
Okay.
Drew Brees.
And who is Drew Brees? Does anybody know who Drew Brees is?
Quarterback.
He is the
For the New Orleans
quarterback.
Saints.
Wow. So Greg would expect to see. That's who Greg would expect to see. Okay. Now, when do you think is the best time to go to New Orleans? You talked about the parades and all of that. So when is the best time that you think you would have the best time in New Orleans? Christmas. Okay. That sounds amazing. So, for today, have you guys ever heard of the 5 W's? Yes. I want to hear you. Yes, no? The 5 W's?
I know what WD-40 is.
Well, this is a little different from WD-40. Okay, Cindy, can you please read our goal for today?
I will be able to understand and identify the 5 W's.
Okay, so this is our goal from this lesson. So what is our goal? Let's say it together. I will be able to understand and identify the 5 W's. Great. So what on our goal, something is standing out on our goal, right? Something is standing out. What word is standing out on our goal for today?
When.
When? I don't see when on here.
Identify.
So, yes, that is absolutely correct. The goal is I will be able to understand and identify the 5 W's, but identify is standing out. That's right, Cindy. So why? What is special about this word identify, Cindy? Do you want to answer that for us since you gave us the word?
It's one of our vocabulary words.
That
this week.
is absolutely correct. This is one of our vocabulary words. Now, Greg, do you know what the word identify means? This is one of our vocabulary words, and we have a vocabulary test on Friday. So do you know what this word means?
Identify is, it means to know something.
Oh my gosh. Greg, go ahead and kiss your brain. Go ahead and kiss your brain. Give yourself a big pat on the back. Everybody say, go Greg. Everybody say, go Greg. Woo, woo, woo. That's absolutely correct. Okay. So, Camille, what is one of the 5 W's?
Why?
Why? That's absolutely correct. One of the 5 W's is why. Okay? And we're going to put Y up here on our board. Greg, do you know another one of the 5 W's?
Who?
Who? That's absolutely correct. Who? This is one of the 5 W's as well. Cindy, can you give me one of the 5 W's?
When.
Okay, when. That's right. Camille, can you give me another one?
Where?
Where? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Greg, do you think you can give me the last one? You gave us identify. Who? Which? What? That is absolutely correct. Thank you. So, let's say all of our 5 W's, okay? Now, let's say all of our 5 W's together. As I point, repeat after, let's say them together, aloud, okay? Who, what, when, where, and why. Go ahead and give yourself a big hand clap. Woo-hoo, you did it. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so my favorite thing to do is y'all know, Miss Sutton loves to make connections. That was one of our vocabulary words for last week. I love to make connections, okay? So today, we're going to connect these words with a symbol or something so that we can remember. Tap your brain like this. Say, we can remember. We can remember. Good job. Good job. So, Camille, when you think of the word who, what do you think of?
A person?
Yes, we could definitely do a person, but what else? What else? Greg, can you help Camille out a little bit?
Who? It's an owl.
An owl. Yes. Thank you so much, Greg. Camille, say thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you so much, Greg, for helping Camille out. Camille, but you are absolutely correct. But an owl. Camille, do you think you could come up here and put an owl on the board? By who? And so, Camille, now tell me why we're doing who with an owl.
The sound that the owl makes.
That's absolutely correct. Everybody give Camille a hand clap. Woo-hoo! All right, you can sit down. Thank you so much. Okay, now Cindy, when we think of the word what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind when we think of the word what? What?
Playing ball.
Okay, maybe like an activity, something like playing basketball. That's absolutely correct. So here we have the symbol we're going to correlate it or connect with is basketball, okay? Basketball. Okay, so when you think of the word when, Greg, this is for you, Greg. When, what do you think of?
Think about when we're going to leave for school and when we're going to leave.
Okay. Okay.
Like the clock.
The clock. Absolutely. You're absolutely correct. So now what time do we leave school? This gets you a star. What time do we usually leave school every day?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. That is absolutely correct. So the connection that we are going to make with when is an clock in time. Greg said when we leave school. That is good. Okay, so when we think of the word where, what do we think of? Anybody can answer. This is a free question.
It's where you be. House, home. It's where you are.
That's right. Where is where we are, basically.
Yeah.
So where are we right now?
In school.
We are in school. Good job, Greg. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. All right. Now for our last one. What is our last W? We did
What?
who.
What?
We did.
What?
We did.
When?
And we did.
Where?
So what are we missing? What are we missing? Why? We are missing why. And so what symbol or what thing comes to mind when you think of the word why?
I think Mimi. Millie, no.
Camille, Greg says that you know. Do you know? Can you tell us what comes to mind when you think of the word why?
Books.
Books. And why? Why do you think of books when we talk about the word why? Maybe because you're trying to figure out something, maybe, and you look in a book. Great, Camille. That's a great connection. Now we're using our vocab words from last week. Connection. Okay. Amazing. Everybody give yourself a pat on the back because we are doing great.
Yes.
Okay. So do we have any questions right now? Any questions? Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we are going to read a story, okay? We're going to read a story. So everybody, I passed out some stories earlier. Everybody should have a story that was on their desk. So the first story we're going to read is the story about Jenny. Jenny. So everybody look up the story about Jenny. Okay. I'm going to read it to you guys, but make sure you are reading along with me. Jenny is a banker. She is 22 years old. She lives in Valley and works at a bank in Auburn. Jenny's boss name is Fred. She gets to work by riding the bus each day. She has a puppy named Coco. Jenny goes to work every morning at 7 a.m. Jenny has to work to feed her pit bull, Coco. Okay? Everybody's reading. So now let's look at the 5 W's within this story. Okay? We're going to look for the 5 W's. So the first question that we can answer is who is Jenny? Who is Jenny?
A banker.
Jenny is a banker. So let's highlight that in our story. Let's highlight that green. So that will mean who, okay? So where does Jenny live? Where does Jenny live?
Valley.
She lives in Valley. Okay, good job, Camille. Cindy, I haven't heard from you in a while. What is Jenny's boss's name? Jenny Boss. What's his name?
Fred.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. That is Jenny's boss's name. Okay. What other questions can we answer that talk about what 5 W's? What do you see anything else that we can connect with the word what?
Me.
Okay, Cindy.
When?
Yes, but we haven't got to when yet. I'm gonna let Miss T slow it back down, okay? Do we see any other things in the story that answer what?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Okay, Camille, help Cindy out.
Coco.
Coco. That is what Jenny's dog is named. That's absolutely correct. Go ahead and kiss your brain. That's a good job, Camille. Okay. So when does Jenny go to work? When does Jenny go to work? When does Jenny go to work? Okay.
7
7 o'clock. What is it? PM or AM?
a.m.
AM. So is that morning or night?
morning.
Morning. That's absolutely correct. Good job. Great job. Okay. That's a good job. Now we're going to continue. We're going to read another story together. Are you guys enjoying the stories?
Yes.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay, don't forget your highlighters. We're going to make sure that we highlight everything that answers the 5 W's, okay? So this story is called Bears Hibernate, okay? Bears hibernate. In the winter, some bears hibernate in a den, while others don't. Some bears' temperature gets too cold to survive. So that is why they hibernate. To hibernate means to sleep for a very long time. What does hibernate mean?
Sleep for a very long time.
That's right. Okay, we're going to continue. Just making sure you're still with me. Bears don't even wake up to eat or use the bathroom. The only reason they may wake up is to give birth. Okay? So, Camille, let's look in the story. Can we find when in the story? When?
Yes.
Okay, when do bears hibernate?
Winter.
In the winter. That's absolutely amazing. Good job. Good job. Why do bears hibernate? Can anybody answer why do bears hibernate? Why do they hibernate?
Some bears' temperature.
It's their temperature. They get too cold, so they have to go in and hibernate to get warm, okay? Do y'all like being cold or warm?
Warm.
Warm. Absolutely. Absolutely. So what does it mean to hibernate? I asked you this throughout the story. Can anybody answer that? Can anybody answer that one for me?
Keep warm.
To keep warm. That's a good job. That's a good job. But what else does it mean?
Me.
Okay.
To sleep for a very long time.
Yes. They sleep for a very long time. So who sleeps? Who hibernates?
The bears.
The bears. Give yourself a hand clap, students. We're doing so great today. So let's review. What are the 5 W's again? Let's start. Let's use voice level 3 to call out our words. What is this word?
Who?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
When?
Okay.
Where?
Okay.
Why?
Good job. All right. So now it's your turn. We're going to get into groups and we are going to read the story. Read 2 different stories ourselves, okay? And then we're going to come back together as a group and discuss what we have learned.
I want to be in Cindy group.
Okay. I will let you pick your own groups for today. But make sure that when you get in your groups and you read the story, that you look for the 5 W's, okay? Let's imagine that we are detectives. Camille, do you know what a detective does? Search and they find things. So we're going to pretend that we are detectives and we are going to search for the 5 W's in these stories, okay? Perfect. So let's move our chairs back. Let's move our desks back so we can come together and discuss as a class. Okay. So who had the story about rainbows? Who had the story about rainbows?
Me.
Okay, Camille. What was the story Rainbows about? Can you tell the class a little bit about it? Because everybody didn't read it. So tell us. What was this about?
Sally and Rainbows.
Okay, it was about Sally and Rainbows. So I'm assuming who saw a rainbow? Who saw a rainbow? Sally. Okay, good job. Now, what colors are in a rainbow?
Red.
Okay.
Orange. Yellow.
Okay.
Green. Blue. And purple.
Purple. Good job, Camille. Okay, so did you find any words that could answer the question, one of our 5 W's of when?
Sunlight.
Okay, so what was that telling
In the
us?
sky.
Okay, so rainbows are in the sky and they form when they form with sunlight, right? Is that what it said?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So that answers when. What about where do they appear? Where do they appear?
In the
They
sky.
after to my rainbows.
Camille, you've
appear?
answered last question. Let's hear from
They
Greg.
appear in the sky.
That's right. They appear in the sky. That's absolutely correct. Okay, so this is our last one of the 5 W's. Which one are we missing?
Why?
Wow. Okay, good. So why did Sally go outside of her house?
To tell her brother to go see the rainbow.
Okay, so Sally wanted her brother to see the rainbow. Any of y'all go outside and play, and then you want your siblings to come outside and play with you? Or you want your parents or whoever, your guardians, to come outside and see something or play with you? That's basically what Sally did. Good job. Okay, so who had the second story about Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day, I think it was.
Me.
Okay, Cindy. So let's answer this first, guys. Does anybody know when we celebrate Valentine's Day?
February 14th.
February 14th. Cindy, go ahead and kiss your brain. Kiss your brain. Good job. Good job. So, who is going to pass out the candies and cards at the Valentine's Day party? Everybody. Y'all remember when we had our Valentine's Day party and everybody bought goodies and we just had an amazing time and everybody got cards and candy? So everybody is going to pass it out. Okay. So what are the kids going to give each other? What are they going to give each other?
Candy and cards.
Candy and cards. That's an amazing job. So when is the party? When is the party?
After lunch.
After lunch. Didn't we have our party after lunch too?
Yes.
Yes, we did. So where will the party be held? And so wait a minute. When we think of where, what do we think of? Like a what?
Building.
A building, a place. Okay, so where is their party going to be held?
Right here in the classroom.
Right here in the classroom. Good job. So now this is our last question, and our last 5W is why. So why are they going to have a party? Why is this class having a party?
It's Valentine's Day.
It's Valentine's Day. We always have a party on Valentine's Day. Good job. Now, put those away. Make sure you put those in your folder so that we can keep up with those. And I want to make sure that everybody has highlighted their things. So I'm going to look back over it. But I know you guys did a wonderful job on it, okay? Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is super exciting. Has anybody heard of virtual reality? Virtual reality. No, we've never heard of that? Okay. So basically what virtual reality is a software or website or something that we can use to go into a different place, okay? We can go into a different place, and virtual reality gives us access to do a lot of things, a number of things, okay? So, if you had a dream job, what would you want to be? Cindy, what would you want to be?
Police.
Okay, Cindy would want to be a police officer. What about you, Greg? What would you want to be? What do you want to be when you grow up?
I wanna own my own. I wanna do my own business like my daddy.
Okay, like your dad. Now, what business does your father have?
He's a barber.
He is a barber. Camille, can you tell me what a barber does? Do you know?
Cut me hair.
Cut hair. Good job. Okay, Camille, what would be your dream job, or what do you want to be when you grow up?
A pediatrician.
A pediatrician. That's absolutely amazing. What if I told you guys that we could be everything that we just said today? Oh my gosh. So now, guess what? Virtual reality lets us do that. It lets us do that.
Really?
Yes. So, Camille, you want to be a pediatrician. How about you come on up here and we'll get you set up so that you can be a pediatrician. Now, here is the virtual reality headset. I'm going to put it on to Camille, and we're going to be able to see what Camille is looking at right behind us, okay? So be quiet and let Camille enjoy the experience, okay? And Camille, when you put on the headset, I want you to tell us the 5 W's that you see, okay? So I want you to tell us who you see. I want you to tell us what you're doing. I want you to tell us when is it, like maybe you can see outside of the doctor's office or the hospital, like what time of day maybe. And then I want you to tell us where you are, because you could be, pediatricians are in a lot of places, right? Mm-hmm. And then I want you to tell us why, okay? So as you are looking through, I'm going to ask you the 5 W's, okay? All right, so go ahead. I'm going to put the headset on you. Okay, so just look around, look around, look around, look around. Okay, so what do you see right now, Camille?
Kids.
Okay. You see kids, so that's who you see. Okay, so what are you doing?
Checking a baby's temperature.
Wow, you guys see? She's checking the baby's temperature. Okay, so what time of day is it? Can you maybe see out a window or something? Or
Noon.
About noonish. Okay, that's a good job. And so where are you? Are you in a hospital, doctor's office? Can you tell?
I'm in the doctor's office.
Good job. Okay. So why does the baby need his or her temperature check?
She got sick.
She got sick. Okay. So what do you think you're going to do to save her? What are you going to do?
Give her medicine.
Okay, Camille's going to give her medicine. Good job, Camille. Thank you so much. Everybody give Camille a big hand clap. Camille, good job. Okay, you can have a seat back at your desk. Okay, guys. So today, what do we talk about?
5 W's.
The 5 W's. Good job. And so, do you remember our goal when we began class?
Yes.
Yes. So, what was our goal? I will be able to understand and identify the 5 W's. And do you think we're able to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's stand up as a class and let's say our goal, but we're going to change it up, okay? We're going to say, I can. So repeat after me. I can understand and identify the 5 W's.
The 5 W's.
Good job. Go ahead and kiss your brain. And let's pack up and get ready for lunch.
Yay.